Hey, I'm TheLoopyAlchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. Alright, well, last time we just got back from Bleak Falls Barrow, and it turned out that a dragon was attacking, so we should probably go and get on top of that. Also, I'm no longer sure if I'll be able to get the next lore episode out before Christmas, but hey, like Doom 4, it will be out eventually. Or I could be pulling a Half-Life 3, and I might not even be intending on ever releasing it. I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. Okay. Well, now that I've stoked enough hate for the comments for the next little while, let's go deal with that dragon. So, generally, I find, one-handed is kind of my go-to method for dealing with enemies in Skyrim, so that's what I generally do, but as for the first dragon fight, I'm going to use basically everything in my arsenal, so bows, magic, and of course swords. Bows, I find, don't really do that much damage when dragons are in the air just because it's really hard to be accurate with them, I find. Like, it's by no means impossible, but generally you're going to do all the damage to your dragon while you're on the ground. But then again, basically everyone's played Skyrim, so I have no idea why I'm going over my own specific tactics. But, yeah, that's how we do it. In real life, this would be utterly terrifying, and I'd probably just wait inside this tower the whole time. And speaking of which, if I was that guard, that's exactly what I'd be doing too. Oh, also, I have no idea with the frame rate in this. I mean, as I was going through editing it, and oh, there he is. Okay, I'm gonna start shooting at this guy haphazardly, but it's mostly for optics, just to let him know that I mean business. But yeah, the frame rate might be a bit jittery in this. Hopefully not, but that's just how it's looking in my preview window right now. Again, yeah, I don't have the best in the way of equipment, and also I'm playing on console, so no matter what, the graphics are not going to be the greatest. But oh well, you guys are here for me, and I'm happy about that. Anyways, yeah, I really need to either up my equipment or LP a game like Arena, where I won't have to worry about graphics. But then again, if I was recording Arena, that would just make capturing things a whole heck of a lot harder because you're doing it in DOSBox. Now, oh, by the way, I might have talked about this previously, but yeah, Elder Scrolls Anthology, if you get it, Arena runs basically flawlessly. It does all the messy DOSBox stuff for you, but it still uses it to run it. So that makes things a whole lot easier. Bit disappointed that Redguard and Battlespire aren't included in it, but oh well, I can't really blame them. The reason I would have really liked to see them included is just because it's so hard to get them to run. If you're using DOSBox, I mean, heck, it's even hard to just find a ROM file for it. I suppose you could always just buy the original discs online, but that is very expensive and, wow. I guess, did my shout actually work on this guy, like my battle cry? Is that why he's doing it? I think it said that he wasn't effective, or is he just going nuts? I mean, I kind of feel bad killing him when he's running away. Eh. Oh well, I guess this is how it goes down sometimes. But yeah, I actually think I've got a computer old enough to run, like, the Elder Scrolls Adventures and Legends series, which is like the technical name of what the spin-off series is for Elder Scrolls. There's also the Travel series for mobile phones and all that good stuff. But yeah, I've got a Windows 98 that actually works a lot better than my modern computer sometimes. So I could probably run it off that, but that would be basically impossible to record off of, and would require a ton of effort. I think you can actually record video in DOSBox, but I don't know, I get the impression that that might lower the frame rate somehow. Like, I haven't tried it, so I'm by no means an expert in this. But yeah, you could probably do it like that, but honestly, I don't know, it DOSBox might be... Yeah, I'm just not that great at it. So we will deal with that at a different time, but we have just killed this dragon, or, well, rather, crappy AI killed the dragon, and we just kind of slashed at it. I'm going to wait for this guy to claim that I'm Dragonborn, because I devoured that guy's soul or something. And, okay, here he is. I will just equip that and all that good stuff. And yes, I'm Dovahkiin. People already want my autograph, jeez. Anyways. So, what should I talk about now? Yeah. The grass looks nice. I mean, it must be kind of windy out here. What if it's like a warm breeze or a cold breeze? Like, I don't know, Whiterun is probably... Well, I don't know, because it actually might be warmer around an area like Falkreath, where there's a bunch of trees so you'd get shelter from the wind. I don't know, it would really vary. Either way, it's probably a lot warmer than Winterhold, which is actually stated to be the coldest city in Skyrim, even though you'd think... I'm sorry, I got Winterhold and Windhelm switched up. Yeah, Windhelm is stated to be the coldest city in Skyrim. Also, oldest human settlement in Tamriel, even though that technically goes to Sarkel, which the whole Snow Elves Night of Tears thing happened. But I guess they mean first like major settlement that's still in existence. But yeah, you'd think Windhelm would be the coldest because it's just on a random cliff right on the northern coast. Yeah. Anyways, so, and I have said so way too often, I mean, I worked as a tour guide for a while, and, like, they tell you not to develop crutch words, and I think so would be mine. So, damn it, I will be making a bigger effort not to say that. And as I have been rambling on, as I usually do, just kind of randomly, these guys have been talking, and they don't really seem that bothered that we just killed a dragon. And, you know, I wonder what the reaction was at the Battle of Stros Mackay when... Actually, no, it wasn't at the Battle of Stros Mackay when Largus, the dragon in the pay of the Imperial Army under Tiber Septim at the time, that was actually Cyrus, the Redguard dude, that actually kills him, and oh, there go the Greybeards, during the game Redguard, which I would love to, actually completely play through if the keyboard controls weren't so awkward. I actually managed to get it running at a pretty awful frame rate, but enough to get a general feel for the game, and honestly, it's one I think that would make such a good total conversion mod if anyone really wants to put in the effort. Although if no one really wants to, I guess I can't blame them, because you'd have to create a lot of new assets for Stros Mackay. And, yeah. Back when everyone still thought Redguard was a thing, that DLC, and I still get people commenting on the next DLC after Dragonborn speculation that, TheLoopyAlchemist, yeah, they announced that there isn't, Redguard. They're probably working on Fallout 4 right now. And yes, I travel forward through time with you guys, and I've actually probably ranted about that in a earlier version of that, so, oh well, it is all in the past. But actually, I was kind of thinking about that, and was Redguard ever a thing that they were working on, then decided not to because it took too much time, or... I almost kind of have a theory, because there was speculation on Reddit that it was going to tie up the Second Great War, that maybe they kind of got halfway through it, but didn't find that it dealt with its subject matter, presumably the Second Great War, in a matter they really saw fit, and they figured they could do a better job of that in like a full game. I don't know, that probably has nothing to do with it, but either way, Stros Mackay would have been cool. I mean, even if they didn't want to even make it that Elder Scrollsy, like make it for the 3DS or the Vita, not that anyone has one, more hate comments, or just anything, but because honestly, it's got a cool backstory, and from what I saw of it, it overall looked like a really promising game, like, and everything. I don't know, it'd just be cool. Like, they just announced earlier today that, of course, I'm not going to upload. It's going to be a while before this thing gets uploaded, but, or maybe not. But anyways, that kind of new spin-off Zelda game of I forget what series, but anyways, it's not very often they announce a spin-off Zelda game, so you guys should know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'm guessing that in as much as I'd love to believe there's like some forbidden beta Skyrim DLC that's super buggy and is like sitting around in some vault at Bethesda, it was probably just them trademarking stuff as companies do quite regularly, and yeah, there probably is no Redguard, which is disappointing, but oh well. But yeah, anyways, from what I have played of Stros Mackay, like it's just, I mean Redguard. Like basically, I watched the opening cutscene, then wandered around in town a bit. The combat, I didn't really. I can say, at least on the keyboard controls I was using, was extremely awkward. One really cool thing, like, even if you just play like the first introductory thing, you actually get to see some boats, and they look almost like a cross between galleons and Roman triremes. So if you want to theorize about battles and like sea battles in the Elder Scrolls universe, um, those are probably like the best look we really have at them, excluding the kind of more Viking-style ships we have in Skyrim, and that one pirate thing you have in Oblivion for one of your first Dark Brotherhood contracts. And I don't know, if I ever get some decent PC capturing software, I'll probably LP Oblivion next if I ever get done this LP. And oh yeah, back to what's actually going on right now. So, darn it, there's that word again. Yeah, I should go talk to the Greybeards, and I'll do that eventually. And I just got Lydia, and I am just going to tell her to stay here because I don't want her dying on me. I want someone to watch the house I plan on buying here eventually. Alright, well, yeah, that's basically all for this episode. I'm TheLoopyAlchemist. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And above all, thanks for being patient with the next lore episode. Trust me, I think you guys are going to love the topic for this one, especially if you like Morrowind.